And we're back, guys. Like I said, we are going to do something a little different this time. Instead of the normal, tournament type thing, we thought we'd do something different. And we're going to be reviewing a player's game. And that player today is me.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see. I don't really think I've ever seen you play.
No, I don't think you have. I don't think I've played with you ever. I only play with a few friends, really. And that's really it. All by myself, because, yeah, objectives and stuff. But no, we're going to review some games. The first one of me is on Hella, and the
Yeah.
second one is Bucky. So the players that you actually
Yeah.
play.
My two favorite.
Yeah, I made sure to try and play Hella and Bucky to get these games. But hopefully, I played good, and you'll review and just help me in improving the game, and for our viewers as well. It will help you improve in the game. Know like about angles, know about abilities, know about just overall game like sense really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think probably the main thing with Bucky and Hal will be like angles, and a lot of it is just hitting shots, but that'll
Yeah.
just come with time.
Yeah, so we're going to go into it now and just have a look at the first game, which I believe I was Hella. Yes, because there was already a Bucky taken. Yeah. There I am, just waiting. Mudrik Mental It's my alt account. So, I couldn't get on my main. Because my main, for some reason, I couldn't get on there. And it was really confusing. But yeah, played on my second account. Just trying to get on Bucky. Couldn't get onto Bucky.
So I guess to start with Hella, I think a lot of what you want to do is just take like really small off angles, and then maybe if you're looking for like a play, then you can go for like an actual flank.
Yeah.
And to cover the abilities, it's the shift is the movement, you turn into the crow,
Yeah.
and the E is the slow.
Yeah. He's slow. And then there's also the
The right click
right.
for extra damage.
But yeah, hopefully I play well. Well, I played okay. I believe in this one. Obviously, Hella's not my main.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think this is pretty aggressive starting position. Pretty good. Found the kill. I think the reason the Spider-Man went in is because the E was used like aggressively. 'Cause a lot of the time, I think it's best just to hold it as like a defensive thing to kind of stop people from wanting to push you. Using shift to get out. Very nice.
Obviously, we haven't done anything like this before, so it's first. But yeah.
Because Hella does so much damage, especially if you hit the headshot, spamming down the choke is really good. Especially if you hit every right click like that. Wow, that's it.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think you could position a bit like on the high ground top right or high ground behind you.
Okay.
I think that Hella, if you play Overwatch, reminds me a lot of like Ash.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of the same theories. Like, it's just the exact same. You go back to first person.
I believe you can. Oh.
I think maybe the ult was a little early,
Yeah.
just because you're already kind of spawn camping them.
Yep.
Like you can kind of save your ult for the actual fight.
Okay. Yeah. I do get picked there as well, which is annoying.
Buggy hit a nice shot with the E.
Yeah, I got the button very low.
Well, what's your idea when you're walking back into this fight?
Try and get onto that high ground just here. And just take where everyone is, and obviously as I got there, the Hela instantly was on me. So I obviously low went for health.
Oh, really nice shots. Oh, and your teammate just gets
Yeah, I
triple.
Scarlet Witch, very impressive there.
No, I like this. Just going back to it's a pretty safe spot.
Yeah.
You have line of sight of the spawn. Just get some poke.
Yep.
We'll do ult charge. I'm looking for like that one shot combo with the like a headshot and right click.
Yeah.
I would say, can we pause it? Or can we get like a top down view? Nice. I think you see where the Bucky is.
Yeah.
If you were like kind of behind him,
Yep.
near the fountain, that's like a really long sight line.
Okay.
I say to the right of it.
Just
see
to the right there.
Right of the fountain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank
Around
you,
that area.
observer. That's like a really long sight line
Okay.
where they have to kind of walk into you,
Yeah.
facing your team.
Yep.
Or facing you. It's the same thing in Overwatch where if you have two angles, their team has to look both ways,
Yeah.
and whatever way they're not looking, someone is getting a lot of value.
Yeah.
And that's something that's really good with Hela, especially.
Yeah, because the amount of damage output that she has as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think with your shift on Hela, that's like what allows you to make those plays.
Okay.
If you don't have shift, I would be careful.
Probably should have figured away there with the crow. To get out, because I knew we were already going to lose that fight.
I think there's some good players as well.
Yeah, some good players.
Again, I think walking to the high ground is like the default good play.
Yeah, I did drop though.
Wow. So that was a really good use of the E. Kind of baiting it in towards you
Yeah.
and then stunning him. Because you delayed using it, you probably thought, oh, must not have it.
Yeah.
I think during this kind of long fight, you can go to the top left. Because nothing can really contest you. And you got a really nice ult at the end as well.
Yeah, just to secure the win.
I think overall that was really good.
Oh, thank you. Anything I should really improve on though, other than like just angles?
I think angles is like the thing you'll hear most from any coach in probably, I would argue, Rivals and Overwatch, especially if you're playing like a hit scan.
Yep.
Because it is about like their target focus.
Yeah.
They've got to deal with you before they do anything. They can't have a team fight with you on the side just headshotting them.
Yeah. Because that constant damage will just irritate them
Yeah.
constantly, and they will have to do something about it.
You'll build your ult so fast, especially like Hela's ult can kind of be used to save yourself.
Yeah.
You get so much HP and you reposition into the sky. So again, with your ult plus your shift, taking those off angles is just amazing.
Yeah. Because even if you get low, then there's two ways that you can get out. I
Yeah.
could get out. Yeah. The next game of me is with Bucky, I believe, Winter Soldier. If you want to get into that as well now, have a look at that gameplay.
Yeah, I think Bucky's a bit more complicated than Hela.
Yeah.
Hela can just be a lot of you just hit the headshots.
Yeah.
But Bucky, because I believe the ammo resets if you hit the E. With is it a kill or just hitting the E?
I believe it's just hitting the E.
Yeah.
If you've played Overwatch, it's like the roll for Cassidy.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, I do get Winter Soldier in this game happily. I was quite happy about that.
Yeah, and to go over the abilities again, the shift is the punch. The E is the kind of red orb that can reload if you hit it.
Yeah.
And the right click, I think, is probably the highest skill.
Yeah, I did struggle a lot with the right click
Mm.
in this game, I believe, because it's so hard to actually like hit it right.
Yeah. I think that's the thing that sets most Bucky's apart.
We've just been told that all of his abilities do reload the gun, so that's really interesting. I didn't know that. I thought it was only the punch.
Yeah, I thought it was the E.
Ah, very interesting. So here I'm just pushing with my team to spawn. The Luna and Penny went very far.
I think one thing you can do on Buggy is just kind of like holding your right click, but like round a corner.
Yeah.
Like fun. That was nice. Oh, you're just hitting every shot. That's
There was a name also. I did try and focus a lot on the squids as well.
yeah.
The amount of damage that Bucky does, I just thought it would two taps, I believe, the thing.
But here, I think if you're standing a bit closer,
Yep.
and you can just hold your shot round the corner, because obviously this game third person.
Yeah.
You can just play to like bring someone in, shoot, E, lift, and just one shot someone.
Just unlike the corner behind the tree.
Yeah.
Where I'm making that. Yeah. This
Yeah, I think the Wolverine matchup's really hard once he's in.
Yeah.
If you hit the hook on him when he's on like someone else,
Yep.
or even on yourself, then you've got a period of time where you can actually convert it to a kill.
Yeah.
You just gotta be careful with the overhealth.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think so far, a lot of the time was on point,
Yeah.
where I think if you went a bit more like towards the high ground,
Yep.
you'd find that Punisher that you can see now. That is a bit of a free kill.
I do get finished, but also still. Yeah.
It looks a bit lost, but you can't control your
I
teammates.
can't control my teammates now. I believe we still did win this one. It's quite good.
See that you're close to ult as well.
Yeah. The ults.
See the ult can refresh, which is the main purpose. That's nice. I think targeting people that were hit by the ult is obviously a good idea.
And I was looking for the Wolverine, but he died.
I think that was a really good ult usage though.
I do, with the ult, I like to when many people are together,
Yeah.
instead of just trying to get them solo. Because the amount of damage it does as well, and all you do really is just finish them.
Yeah.
It's so important to get that overall damage.
I think it can be tough playing Bucky, especially when your team's not as coordinated.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure if you've watched any pro play, they hit a hook, and there's 6 people shooting the guy, and it's the...
As soon as there's a hook, normally with like when you're communicating with your whole team, it's just instant. Everyone's on that one person. But with me, obviously, I'm communicating with my team, so it will just be me.
That's why it can be better at times, just to kind of play a bit more for yourself.
Yeah.
And just, instead of, in the scenario with your team, you'd maybe save some abilities. You just dump them all, confirm the kill, get out.
I should have probably gone behind and cover there, but not the point.
I think from that round, some of the positioning, like especially, I think in lower ranks, people tend to fight directly on the point in both Rivals and Overwatch.
Yeah.
When I think the higher you see, the more the fights kind of become at like choke points near the point.
Yep.
And that's where Bucky will thrive. If
Yeah.
you hit a hook or just hit a headshot through one of the chokes, bring someone in.
Yeah.
It's just a free kill.
It is a free kill. Because on that choke, all of like the whole team will be there. And when they're hooked, they won't be able to get out in time.
Yeah.
If it's like, I don't really know, like a Punisher or something. That's an easy kill.
I think it is important as well to think like who are your threats when you're playing a character.
Yeah.
And I would say right now Wolverine.
Wolverine.
I think is there a Psylocke or is it like
Jeff at the end.
Jeff? Any like more divey character can be threatening, especially just hit scans in general.
Yeah.
You do have options as Bucky, but it's I would say it's 50-50. One thing with when there's like one big fight going on, to maximize the damage, you need to get every reload from your abilities.
Okay.
So you shoot 3 abilities. And that way you just do the most damage you possibly can.
Yep.
That's dodge on the ult.
Yeah, I was just very, very cautious because I knew the Squirrel Girl was gonna ult and had ult.
That's nice. You managed to save the hook as well. Didn't think that you needed it. I would maybe like to see you going for the hook more.
Okay.
Just because it's such like
It's a very powerful.
kind of any ability that can move a player, like bring them into a team, it's going to be super strong. I think maybe a bit eager with the ult.
Yeah. 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 Well, I saw 3 in the room and then the school girl dropped and then... Yeah. I got 1 with the Punisher, but you know.
I think with an ult that strong, you're always hoping for that game-winning ult.
Yeah. I should have held it a bit longer.
Yeah, I think this is when you need to be throwing out the E's, so you don't need to spend time reloading. That.
Like that.
That's a perfect example.
Yep.
And that was kind of a niche scenario there, where they're capping the point. You can look for a hook to maybe just take them off.
Yep.
Or anyone on the high ground, for example.
Yeah. Oh, the Punisher there was on the high ground, not moving at all. Here, I was terrified. Just absolutely dozed by a Wolverine, and I was so confused on what to do. Yeah, we kept it at 99, and they got it up to 99, and they kept it back for them. I I believe he really did struggle to try and get it back.
Do you have any questions so far?
Not really. I feel like you've answered all my questions already about the capability and just the overall abilities that I've been using and all of that. It's just I feel like I know where I need to improve more, just to do with angles as well, with Bucky and Hella, of course.
Yeah, I think Hela's much better, obviously, on the angles.
Yeah.
But you can do it a bit with Bucky. You just got to be a bit more careful because you don't have the same like escape tool that Hela has.
Yeah.
Like this is nice. This is a really nice angle because you're not really contestable.
Yeah. Unless it's Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's more about just hitting the hook combo.
That Wolverine caused me so many problems.
It's causing your team problems, I think.
Yeah. He's very, very good Wolverine. I believe I do come back though now.
The ults as well.
Yeah, with the ults. I don't believe I use it straight away. I believe I say I actually don't remember.
I do think now that you've got a Hela, one thing that you can look for is if Hela headshots, I believe they're in ult range for most like more squishy characters.
I see the
That was good, punching him towards your team. Securing the kill in the refresh.
And it gives me enough time to try and go again.
I think that plays correct if you hit the E. Which sometimes with these like DPS characters, all you can do is say, "Oh, well, I should have hit that shot."
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And if I hit those like them shots, I will be more noticeable in game and will improve overall the team. Oh, I did win that one again, 2-0 with touch points. So, yeah,
I think overall, the takeaways is Hela, off angling.
Yeah.
And keeping your shift as like a disengage.
Yep.
Or just maybe positioning a bit more on high grounds.
Yeah.
And then Bucky is just remembering like the combos around his utility and his reload mainly.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna get so much damage down chokes if you do that properly.
100%. Yeah.
And the hook.
Yeah, I will improve on that. And I hope the viewers of today's stream also had a look at my gameplay and thought how else I can improve. Obviously, put it in chat and like DM us or whatever on Instagram or Twitter or whatever, and let me know how I can improve if you guys are really good as well. And if you need help improving, we will try and help, because obviously we have Zach here, who is very impressive. We have a few people off the camera as well who are really good at the game as well. And I do try my best and know somewhat about the game.
Yeah.
So
you won both games.
yeah, I did win both games, but there's still stuff that I need to improve on,
Yeah.
like the off angling and the usage. But yeah, I hope that was a really helpful stream for you guys to improve, like to help improve your overall game sense, gameplays, and all of that. But yeah, I feel like that's it for today. We'll be back next week on the Tuesday for another stream. Keep up to date on the Twitter, on the TikTok, on the YouTube. We'll be posting almost every day to well, just to show you what we get on with, to be honest. I believe there is something to post on the TikTok or maybe the Twitter so far about how we get ready for our streams and where we do our production and all of that. But that will be posted very soon. Anything else to add, really, Zach?
No, I mean, thank you for giving the gameplay.
Thank you for helping me. Well, we'll see you next week. Thank you.